YouTube, what's poppin'? It's your boy Young Gate back with another video. Y'all already know what it is, man. About to run through some Instagrams, YG sales, Drake update 2, Kendrick Lamar. Man, we gonna run through it. You know we gonna start with your boy Act, cause he been on for an hour already, so I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much. I was making some shirts today. But let's jump into this, see what's going on, man.
I'm arguing with the nigga who's a bum, and his bitch, with all due respect to her, I'm not here to disrespect her, but that's her caliber of nigga. I just realized at some point you gotta check yourself out of the group chat. What the fuck I gotta do with y'all broke nigga peon bullshit back and forth to jail, dick and pussy beef? So, I'm actually here to take responsibility. Chat, my pursuit of love and happiness and pursuit of, whatever to make, fulfill a man has led me into, well, actually, I'm glad that I found the back door. Before we got there. I found the back door. But it led me to another backdoor situation. To this bum-ass nigga, you have been warned. The police have been contacted. If I see you, I got concealed carry. You don't want to, let's not talk about that. You should be nowhere around me. And I'm telling you right now, all the threats were received and documented. To the two bitches who's also involved, to the shorty who's fucking you, who you keep telling me you gonna beat her ass, keep getting your ass beat if you don't put him in jail. But please stop contacting me. And to the backdoor mommy who keeps slithering her way back in, acting like she's pro me, but only has plot to line up with other niggas' ops. You know where your situation is legally too. So I just want to back myself out of that situation, but I also want to document it. This is why I'm actually doing it. Other than that, I'm doing pretty good chat, and we are going to continue this stream. Okay? All right. Perfect. Oh, no, you got to read these messages. Oh, my bad. So the nigga calls me mad times, right? Mad times. Yo, listen, read these messages, chat. Hold on, we got to read it. The nigga says, is so-and-so there with you? It's not necessarily just records. Like, I think YG nowadays is to the two bitches who's also involved, to the shorty who's fucking you, who you keep telling me you gonna beat her ass, keep getting your ass beat if you don't put him in jail, but please stop contacting me. And to the backdoor mommy who keeps slithering her way back in, acting like she's pro me, but only has plot to line up with other niggas' ops. You know where your situation is legally too. So I just want to back myself out of that situation, but I also want to document it. This is why I'm actually bringing it online. Other than that, I'm doing pretty good chat, and we're going to continue this. Okay? All right. Perfect. Oh, then you got to read this. So the nigga calls me mad times, right? Listen, read these messages. Hold on. Yeah. The nigga says, is so-and-so there with you? To be honest, this shit is so tedious as a man. If she gets you to help me move on. Now, by the way, so there's about 1,000 messages before this, right? He says, I won't mention to this girl either. Just tell me I'll handle my side. So I said, I finally responded. I said, bro, you gotta get some trust in this, right? Like, I get it, bro. You went to jail. Like, newsflash, if you go to jail, somebody's fucking your bitch. Like, we're in the era of there's no loyal women on earth, bro. You go to jail for stealing cars, that was your occupation, which means you weren't taking care of her, blah, blah. She's still working a regular job. Bro, she's definitely fucking somebody. It's not necessarily just me, nigga. If she can fuck anybody, she gonna fuck. So, good. You come back out of jail. Everybody knows you come back out of jail. Nigga, you supposed to get your girl in line, get your life back on the right path, and make sure whoever she was fucking with, she not fucking with. But if you've been out for 2 months, don't got a job, and now you're chasing down the penis that's been inside of her, you've lost. So anyway, I decided because I felt pity. I'm like, God, this nigga's crashing out. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I am also guilty of being a man that has loved, and loved honestly and truthfully. And when you love somebody, their actions do affect you. That is honest. It doesn't matter where you are. So when I see this man crashing out, I wasn't going to answer because I'm like, I'm wondering if I don't know how many dudes she fucked, but I'm like, I'm not going to answer because maybe this guy, I don't want to even also give up who I am. I don't know if he did tell me. He did tell me because the other backdoor mommy who I'm telling you about told him that I got her participating in orgies and five-sums, which I'm like, oh, that sounds good. But like, no, that's never happened. But, women are going to exaggerate. So some other woman was gaslighting to this nigga that I'm like doing all type of shit. So he's coming out like, what? My girl's doing what? So he's wilding, right? So anyway, I get it. I've been there. So that's what I'm talking about. I said, bro, just get some help, bro. I said, check it, man. I've been where you've been. You got to just break up. If you don't trust her. I said, yo, you've been crashing out over this woman. He's been texting me for a week every day. Like a stalker. Like every day. I block one number, 2 numbers pop up. He even tells me, you can't block all my numbers. I don't even know how this thing got so much money to keep getting numbers. I said, you just came home from jail. You got a lot of better things to do, bro. Like, you know, she isn't here. He thinks I'm like in fucking her. I'm like, bro, she's not here. I said, you gotta get a grip though, bro. Every 3 days, you gonna go crazy over this girl? I said, I don't know what y'all got going on. If you don't trust her like that, but just listen, there's a billion other guys besides me, right? Are you gonna message every single dude like, yo, are you fucking my girl? Whatever. Okay, and I said, again, I don't know where your girlfriend is, ask her family. I'm gonna pray for you, we all been there, right? This is a message that will show you how crazy this fool is, right? So this is part of the same message, right? He says, you saying too much. I can't see her. But here's the thing. She hasn't answered since 8. I just want to show you how crashing out is. Look, the other message, what time the nigga text me, Chad? I swear. He texted me at 10. What did nigga say? She hasn't answered since 8. Bro, 2 hours go by. This jailbird can't get a hold of his girl. Keep in mind, she has a job. Nigga, she has an actual job that she's paying for this bum ass. The nigga's a bum. She got to pay for him. But because he can't get a hold of her, he's like, yo, he said, yo, she hasn't answered since 8. And all summer, when she's lied about sleeping early, she was at your crib. That's not true, but okay. He said, so I'm trying to get some clear closure on where exactly my trust is with her. What that guy doing me? Why you say fuck me for? He said, I know it's a risk for her to go over there when I found this all out. But something about you liking this makes me think you still hit her up. You don't gotta be
this is bull.
About it. If you've been here before,
Trying to get to the YG sales.
Because now is politics, I feel that rap news has become. YG dropped an album, and I seen what happened with the Mustard thing. I wasn't trying to tweet out Mustard's album sales to be funny. I wasn't trying to sneak this. I was just trying to shit on him. I wasn't trying to do none of those things. I was just trying to do what I normally do. This is what's going on in hip hop. Now, clearly, I and I'm not gonna be like a hypocrite. Of course, I have a bias at times. Like when me and Quando Rondo wasn't cool. Of course, I couldn't wait for him to flop. When me and Meek, well, still now, if Meek drop a project, I'm gonna be like salivating with. I'm going to drop A, B, and C to motherfucking expose or like whatever. But me and YG, we have nothing. And the fact that YG was dancing on stage at the Kendrick concert, again, I understand why Drake might feel a way about it, but I don't feel a way about it. I really just don't, okay? I really just don't. So maybe Drake has something against it, but I have nothing against it. So I didn't want to be the first one to post it. Now I'm going to be honest with you. Like, the real sales for YG, I think it was actually 6,900 or 6,800. It's not even 8K, truth be told. Right? It's really not. And I'm not saying that to diss it. Right? Because I get numbers a certain way. I don't know how other people get numbers. This you can find on his Daily Double or some of these other sites that normally report it. But anyway, it was 151 on the Billboard charts. I don't know if Billboard reported this, but anyway, there was a hip-hop page. It wasn't me. It was another hip-hop page on Twitter. We got the screenshot from them. They reported that Just Read Up sold 8,000. Which, by the way, listen, when somebody sold around 6,800, give them that 8,000. Cool, bro. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Sold 8,000 first week. It debuted 151 on this week's Billboard 200. Okay? Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't really have an opinion on it. I haven't thought YG was really that hot for a good while now. I've kind of looked at YG and been like, yo, he's kind of a legend on the West Coast realm, but we haven't heard a popular YG song in a while. And I don't think I'm disrespecting when I say that. I think that's very fair. Anyway, he sold 8,000 records first week. Okay? A lot of people are laughing. Some people be like, yo, that's the curse of going against Drake, this, that, and third. Nah, that's not what it is. YG just isn't relevant, bro. I'm sorry. He's just not selling a lot of records. Like, I think YG nowadays is starting to realize, I have this whole, and y'all gonna realize through the stream, this whole conversation we're gonna have today is, there's a lot of like ebbs and flow in the industry that I think rappers are realizing. Wait till I get to the Dirk segment. I got a whole thing for Dirk. this year, I get it that, in matter of fact, let me start it now. I get it that we're in the era of saying, oh, rap isn't selling a lot. I'm going to get to what Tusi said too. Rap isn't selling a lot and blah, blah, blah. Bro, that's not what it is. People have to stop thinking that rappers sell high numbers for years.
They don't.
Rap is all about, hip-hop is all about trends, fashion, what's in, what's out. 1 year it's in, 3 years later it's whack. That's how people treat rappers, for the most part.
Fact.
There are certain rappers who are the exception, but for the most part, that's what it is. There was a time everybody was trying to rap like, you know, trying to be on that West Coast sounding type of vibe. 2011 to maybe 2014. There was a time that everybody was trying to be Southern. There was a time that people were trying to hop on the Memphis vibe. There's a time that people were trying to be on some Florida shit. Time people were trying to be on some New York shit. It all goes around.
Yeah.
So for me, I see people so shocked when they see these guys don't sell because they look at the name. Now, most of these guys are torn off their catalog. He's going to go anywhere and be like, I don't ride for my motherfucking nigga. Like, that shit's going to go up. But what people keep thinking is that an artist is just going to get... Y'all remember 50 Cent? Remember the first time 50 Cent supposedly flopped? Like, the first time he flopped, right? The first time 50 Cent flopped, right?
That one, he did 4 million.
It was shocking. It was like, oh my God, like, I never thought that, you know, he would get this little or this, you know, not much of
4 million is a flop.
Happen. People grow out of things. And even with the very best artists, right? The very best artists, even with the most substance. And let's talk about the Nas's and the Jay-Z's. If they don't constantly keep their foot in that mainstream rotating circle or revolving chair where they always have a hit or they're seen as hot, at one point their sales are going to suffer. That is what's happened. So let me tell you this, and before, and this is a part of the YG thing, but I'm gonna go on to other things. With YG, and a lot of these artists we're about to talk about today, we have to acknowledge that hip-hop is finally closed off an era. And this is why when I get to Dirk, it's going to be so important. Because Dirk's next project is going to tell us, will he last? Will his run continue? Will this go up? Will this happen? Or is it over? Because what's happening is, like, you know, everybody keeps saying music ain't selling. It's not necessarily it's not selling. Look at Travis Scott, Days of the Rodeo. When people hear shit they like, they still support. They still stream. Now, granted, we'll talk about that too because that was a lot of bundles. I'm not gonna lie. But still, the idea that music no longer sells or people don't stream music is not true. The fact is, we are at a turn of a new generation, and people want music from new niggas with the updated styles, the updated flows, the updated this, that, and third. And if you're a mid-tier rapper, historically, and you're not one of the legends like a J. Cole who could take 3 years off or take whatever time off, or a Kendrick who could just pop up every 5 years whenever he wants and people still want him, if you're not one of those people, you're cooked. If you haven't, when's your last Billboard hit? I was shocked that people, I wouldn't say this is a flop for YG. When's the last time YG had a top 30 song? Let's be honest. Why would you expect anything more? The name YG? Okay, cool. We like the name YG, but again, when you sell it, your first week sales are usually indicative of consumption. Here's also the thing, and I mention this now because this really categorizes the streaming era. You know why some labels, like, say, is he still on Def Jam? He might be. If this is Def Jam, they're probably not mad at the 8K. I'm gonna tell you why. You might be like, what? What label's not mad? I'm gonna tell you. Even if maybe they spent more on the album than it's gonna generate in the near future, even though they have until eternity to make their money back. But whatever. I'm gonna tell you why they're not mad. You know why they're not mad? They're not mad simply because of one thing. In the streaming era, your catalog matters more. Let's go, and I know y'all hate when I use Drake as an example, but I'm sorry, he's just one of the artists that we just know the most about. This new $400 million deal, a lot of that deal, or why they offered that deal to Drake, is leveraged by the fact that they own a lot of his back catalog. Let me explain. In streaming, this is how it goes. Like, for example, let's let's just go to the Billboard charts, right? So we go to Billboard charts. So let's go to Billboard charts. If we go to the Billboard charts, yeah, the 200. Hopefully we can see everything. I don't think we'll be able to see everything. What you're gonna see here is that, like, let's see, can we see the whole thing? I think we can. Let's just go to Kendrick, right? Okay. Kendrick, Good Kid, Mad City, that was released in 2012, if I'm right. 2012 release, right? Is 44 this week. Do you understand why in streaming, if you're a label, sometimes you just need your artist to drop that their old shit keeps getting bumped? Remember, you're still making money off of this joint, Good Kid, Mad City, like it's a new project. You don't give a fuck. So, for example, and let's go to Drake. Drake's right below. For All the Dogs.
Just for the info come, y'all.
Monetarily makes more off of this record, and they probably split, whether the profits are. It's a different profit split. But I'm probably sure that maybe one of Drake's other albums is on the 200 list. Maybe Take Care. I don't know. Let's look up Drake. Drake. Take Care. Look, Take Care is at 62. So for Universal, okay, we're getting 30% when you for All the Dogs, but 10 slots below is Take Care. We get 90%. So labels, and now let me get back to YG. A label is not going to give too much of a fuck about certain artists as long as they're not asking for mad money. Now, if YG says, give me $10 million or I'm not dropping, they're like, see you later, sucker. But if they're like, all right, I'll work with the budget you give, I'll drop again. You know what they know? In streaming, when somebody drops a new project, it makes people go listen to their best or oldest project. So, again, the game is kind of like, for these labels, they don't give too much of a fuck. I can't really clown YG as again, obviously this ain't dope numbers. It's 10K, right? It's 10K. It's not really lit numbers, right? So I'm not here copping for it. So it's not really lit numbers, but it's like, what'd you expect from YG? Like, bro, I haven't heard a hit song from the nigga in a while. So if you want to say he flopped, okay, cool, he flopped, but it's like, what did we really expect, right? So that's my thought about the YG, the YG thing, doing 8K. The bigger picture is this. We're at the precipice in hip-hop. Everybody keeps saying hip-hop ain't selling. And I'm here to say, yes, it is. It ain't selling for you. A lot of artists, I keep telling people, a hip-hop artist is like a running back in the NFL. If you last 3 years, that's an average 3-year start. 3 years starting, that's an average career. 5 years, you're pretty good. If you running back starting for 5 years, you're pretty good. If you approach 10 years, you're a fucking legend. That's how hip hop is. Every 3 to 4 years, the ecosystem of hip hop and the listeners turn over. Keep in mind, a lot of, I know y'all want to say the kids don't, a lot of what's popular is dictated by the kids. The 16s to 21s. And if you think about it, what you would probably listen at 16, you would listen to at 28, if you guys are older. So what I'm trying to say is that you get to realize there's a turnover factor in hip-hop. I believe we've hit a turnover factor, okay? Most of the artists that you've seen do numbers...
It's about to be a turnover.
2019. We're 4 years later. You're saying, how did they flop? Yeah, they flopped because number one, their music wasn't prolific enough to continue. And people have just moved on. There's new artists on the West Coast that people are listening to. There's new everything. Anyway, let me play what Tusi said. I gotta play this right here. Oh, yeah, was it? Yeah, Tusi went on a rant. I think what he said was kind of, actually accurate. But still, there's more to be evaluated. Okay, here we go.
Used to be, sales ain't selling no more. Rap ain't where it used to be. Sales ain't selling no more. Fucking, like, motherfuckers is not buying tickets like that no more to come to them concerts. Like, you feel me? The economy fucked up. brought you the whole music. This shit fucked up out here. I do rap. If you go on the DSPs like Apple Music, Spotify, all of those places, and you look at where my projects is listed under, like what genre they listed under, they all listed under hip hop and rap. Yeah, I got a solid fan base, and that's the thing too. Like, I won't lie, y'all. Like, that's another thing I'll tell y'all. Like, the economy is so fucked up that, like, it's so many people going out on tour in October. I gotta see if I'm even able to go out on tour in October. Like, you feel me? Or whenever we supposed to go out. Like, I gotta see, cause the shit fucked up out here. Like,
Now, I'm going to pause this and say I agree with him with one part. There isn't an economy perspective to this. Remember, I brought this up a couple months ago? I said the cities that people were all moving to, they're getting dried up. Chat, remember I told you I was going to move to Miami? I always told you about the Miami experience, right? I go to Miami. Like, when I'm in Jersey, like, yeah, I got all these amazing cars, Maybach, Lambo, this, that, and third. Great. But when I drive out, it's like people like, it's not many people that have these cars, right? You know, this isn't a place where you're just seeing a bunch of, like, millionaires or whatever. There's hardworking people, a lot of people here, right? So sometimes I'm like, you know, there's a little bit of self-consciousness there because, you know, now you got to have some precaution because you're driving in a car that's like a nigga's house. Like, shit, niggas are starving. Niggas will try to rob you, right? So you got to be a little bit careful, right? What I liked about Miami, when I went to Miami, it felt like everything fit in. Like, I went there, it felt like everybody had a foreign or exotic car. I went there, that's the reason why I got jewelry. Everybody had jewelry. When I went there, it was like definitely around pandemic, whatever time, like probably like 2021, 2022, I'm getting there a lot. And I'm realizing, yo, Miami's just the place of opulence. Like, everybody got money. Now, I don't know how they got money, but everybody got money. Lo and behold, 2 years passed, all the crypto scams done dried up. All the scammers done got locked up. And once everything started to kind of, like, become a little bit back to normal, which I'm like, wait, what happened to all the niggas that was doing? It was like, oh, he got locked up. Remember I showed you one nigga, I was like, yo, this nigga spent $1 million in the club. I'm like, god damn, niggas got money out here. He got locked up. I guess I said that to say, I agree with Tusi that the music industry, but not only the music industry, we're all feeling the ramifications of, I don't even think it's necessarily a recession, but I think we're coming to a normalized place. After the pandemic, they gave out so much free money, mad leaks and scams were going on. Niggas had money at an all-time high. And I think these days people are consolidating. So, for example, everybody, like, you know, right when the pandemic ended, when do you want to say the pandemic ended? Are we saying like 2022, 2023? All right, cool, let's say that, right? Right about that time, when everybody announced their tour, like, remember, mad artists announced that they were going on tour then, because nobody toured for 2 years. Everybody had money. Like, Beyonce hit people for $1,000 for a fucking ticket. $1,000, my nigga. So everybody was doing whatever they got to do, right? And essentially, what happened is that we are at the time where people don't have it right now. So all of these artists, which rap is already saturated, they want to go on tour this and third. There's less money that people have as disposable income to buy concert tickets. So I agree with that part when it comes to touring. Like, a lot of these artists who aren't really tour acts, they used to try to go out. Now they don't. Okay. Then we have on the other side, right? We have on the other side, so the touring, we could say consumption. On the other side, we're going to talk about, no, not consumption. We could say money. So people don't have money to buy tickets. Get it. But consumption never goes down. People, historically, and we see this via the streaming companies reporting every 3 months in all their quarterly reports, at least Spotify. People aren't listening to music less. So what's happening? If the artists are saying shit's going downhill, but people aren't listening to music less, I agree that people have less money to spend in the real world. So merch sales, vinyls, tour tickets might go down, but people should still be listening. They should still be streaming. That's where I think we're having a changeover, at least in hip-hop, because this only affects hip-hop. We don't hear nobody in country say people are listening less. We don't hear like what are these dudes' names that's popping off in country music or no, they're not saying that. You know, Travis Scott. Travis Scott isn't even anticipated to be the #1 album, and he's gonna sell 217,000 records. You know, we're gonna call it first week, but you know, it's a re-release of a 10-year-old project days before the rodeo. He's gonna sell 217. There's some other person that's gonna sell more. Of course, they're not in hip hop though. Like, you ever heard of? I've never heard of them. Oh, actually, I've never heard of them before. I'll tell you what their name is. Here we go. Their name is. Wait the fuck. Watch it. Okay, here we go. It's somebody named Sabrina Carpenter. I never heard of this person ever. Like, this is the first time I've heard of her, and she's supposed to be, and she's gonna do over 100,000 records more than Travis Scott. So this whole conversation that music isn't being consumed, that's crap. People are a little bit broken. That's a fact. People are a little bit broken, but that should affect concerts. Y'all don't remember, but this happened before. Like, if you look at the state of the population, it's always fluctuated. It's never just been here. It's kind of fluctuated. I'm gonna tell you how. Back, you know, I want to say about 4 to 5 years ago. Let's say 6 years ago. 6 years. No, it's actually 6 to 7. I'm sorry. 6 to 7 years ago, when there were so many rappers starting to pop off, and people, you know, were thinking about, well, if I want to go to this one person's concert, I got to pay $80. If I want to go to this other person's concert, I got to pay $70. This other person, they're charging $100. Then, you know what ended up happening? It's like what streaming did to like TV. It's like, oh, we'll just bundle everything. So that became festivals. You get the Rolling Louds where you're like, okay, to go to a Travis Scott show and get a decent seat, I got to pay $250. To go to this person's concert, I got to pay this. So when you add up all of those concerts individually, you're paying what, like $1,000, $1,500, and then a festival comes in and says, we have all of them. You see in one day, one trip. You book hotels one time, and we will sell you this ticket for $500 or $400 for 2 days. And you're seeing more artists than you ever want to see. That's how festivals popped off, right? So this idea of, like, you know, people not having disposable, because, you know, when you think about concerts, that's disposable income. This idea that people aren't spending on tour tickets anymore, it's always been like that at times when the U.S. economy is bad or when people just don't got it. My other point about people not listening to the music, that is only because, in my opinion, people are listening to new artists. Their retention and their commitment to a particular artist only lasts so long. Here we go. Sorry, John. What the fuck? Come on, Lonzo. It's starting to rain here. Jeez, I'm like, fuck. Here we go.
Ain't where it used to be. Sales ain't selling no more. Fucking, like, motherfuckers is not buying tickets like that no more to come to them concerts. Like, you feel me? The economy fucked up. Like, what? And these people want you to hold music? This shit fucked up out here. I do rap. If you go on the DSPs like Apple Music, Spotify, all of those places, and you look at where my projects is listed under, like what genre they listed under, they all listed under hip hop and rap. I got a solid fan base. And that's the thing too, like, I won't lie, y'all. Like, that's another thing I'll tell y'all. Like, the economy is so fucked up that, like, it's so many people going out on tour in October. I gotta see if I'm even
I agree with that.
able to go out on tour in October. Like,
He's being realistic with his part.
like, you feel me? Or whenever we supposed to go out. Like, I gotta see, cause this shit fucked up out here. Like, everybody don't got it right now. Right? Everybody don't got it. The world fucked up. People don't got it. I want to be able to, you know what I mean? Like, but y'all got my word. Like, when I do go out on tour, I'm gonna put my tickets as low as I can for y'all. That way it's fair for y'all and fair for me. You know, fair for everybody that got it. But I'm gonna put my tickets as low as I can for y'all, cause I know how the economy is. Like, shit ain't the best right now. Everybody don't got it.
He's making a really good point. A lot of people just don't have it. A lot of people don't have it. But, and I guess I get into my Dirk. I get into my Dirk, and I say warning session. Here's some, man. I got a big boy Pluto outside. I gotta get, man. Hold on. What the fuck? Okay. So Dirk says he's ready to drop. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say this to Dirk because I rock with Dirk. I like Dirk. I think Dirk is going to be a good litmus test for the entire industry. For a lot of y'all artists who y'all got 15 excuses why you're flopping because, I'm sorry, I'm telling you, people have moved on. Yo, the hardest thing for artists to know or realize, yo, the fans is moving on, bro. They like new people. Yeah. You were egotistical at one point, Meek Mill, but then they like the new guy. They rocking with OT7 Quantity. That's what it is. You know? It happens. I keep telling you, rappers are running backs. You have to be really special to be able to last for 10 to 15 years. You have to really be saying something. You really have to have a fan base. A lot of people, they don't have a fan base. They are the hot commodity for the moment. And what happens in hip-hop is that there's always another hot commodity that comes. There's always somebody cooler, somebody younger that makes the person you've been liking looks a little lame. And what happens is fans just kind of move on. Fans have shown consistently that they just don't owe anybody any type of loyalty. They don't owe the artist loyalty where the artist thinks that, oh no, I've given you these songs, I'm gonna come back. No, it's not gonna work. So here's why I say this is a oh my god. Here's why I say this is a testing ground for Lil Durk. And it has nothing to do with Lil Durk, but it has to do with everybody around him. Let's mention artists that you would have compared Lil Durk to 2 years ago. Spam it, chat. Mention artists that you would have compared Lil Durk to 2 years ago. Every artist you're gonna mention. Roddy Ricch. I think people have moved on a bit. Polo G. I think people have moved on a bit. Lil Baby. You see, Lil Baby was higher than both of those other two artists. It's teeter-tottering. He has to really come with it. But his next album's going to be a proving ground, too. Just think about it. A Boogie. I think people have, by the way, some of these guys, I consider A Boogie a legend. But I think the time in the peak of their, to kind of explain it, bro, an artist goes through a period where he's just hot. And it's not, and people are going to be tuned in whether they're fans or not, because that's the wave. People are dick riders. Oh, shit. Like, for example, I'm going to use a streaming comparison. Kai Cenat. If Kai gets on right now, he gets 100,000 people watching. Bro, probably 60,000 of those people are his real fans. Like, they probably watch at least a stream a week. They're tapped in with him. They probably follow a fan page or not. They follow what he posts on his Instagram. They know, like, if you ask him off rip, yo, what group he's in, they know he's an AMP. They know a few people around him. That's a fan. The rest of these 40,000 people, bro, they're dick riders. Bro, they're there because they're like, yo, it's popping to watch Kai right now. And that's just really always kind of what it is. Like, and to be honest, I think a 60-40 mix with anybody, I'm not using Kai, I'm just using that. A 60-40 mix is always generous. So when you get to realize that, bro, that 60-40 mix at any time, they eventually move on to what's hot, bro. So, like, for example, bro, I'm telling you, it's boggling my mind. How did A Boogie sell like 100,000 last album, and in this album he sold 20,000? How did Roddy Ricch sell A last time, and now he's at here? How did Polo G? Like, it's boggling my mind, but then I realize we have a generational shift. The new young kids ain't looking at Polo G, Roddy Ricch, or A Boogie like yo, y'all the hot niggas for the moment. They're looking at new people. That's just what it is. So those guys, I mean, maybe if they get a hot song or whatever, like, of course it'll work. But their real fans got to pop out for them to make them sell, like, a lot. And for the most part, you know, maybe we thought it a little bit more. These guys are, like, in the 30K range. You get me? And I see someone saying that's why, like, Drake, Kendrick, the big three. Yeah, that's why the big three is such a thing, though. Bro, you know how hard it is to be relevant for 15 years? Do you know how hard it is to have an audience engaged? Bro, if you have it, think about some hip-hop. Let's forget the guys we're talking about. If you have a fan for 15 years, most likely you picked up that person when they were a teenager as a fan. And now they're in two different stages of their life. Because you know, as a teenager, if anybody in the 30s in here or close to 30, spam one. When you're a teenager, you're 15, 16, 17, that lifestyle is like this. Like, you know what it is, blah, blah. Like, you can remember back to your 16 if you're older, right? If you're 16 now, you know what I'm talking about. For the people who are 16, I'm going to tell you, yo, when you get to your 20s, now you could drink, right? Like, once you pass that I could drink era, but also now it's like society, your parents, everybody's looking at you like, yo, you're a grown man, responsibility era. That's an era of itself, right? So those are the 20s. Then you get to your 30s of like, all right, so what are you bringing to this world along with the responsibility, right? You having kids, or you get married, or you know, like, it's a whole different thing. For an artist to keep you for 3 different times of your life, through and through, bro, that's legendary shit. Like, think about it. Like, say Lil Pump. Bro, you knew that Lil Pump was only good for those 3, like, no disrespect to him, I fuck with Pump, but he was only good for those 2-3 years of your life where you were going out every night getting drunk. You know what I mean? Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Like, it was only for that. You start getting hit with bills, Gucci gang can't help you, bro. Like you just kind of, like, the music just not relevant to you anymore. Like, you know, it just is what it is. So for an artist to relate to you for 15 years as you as a person going through all type of changes, it's really rare. And that's what I'm trying to come back to y'all with saying this internet era and this clout era, this post-clout era. We've been indoctrinated to think because we see these guys with the followers or they had some success, they can't go from there to here really quickly. Bro, there was a time, like, I know y'all gonna say he's a snitch, whatever. There was a time 6ix9ine was a top 3 artist in the fucking game. Bro, how quickly did that change? That's why you gotta appreciate somebody like Nicki. She's been there consistently. There was a time that people legitimately thought Iggy Azalea was going to be the second best or the second most successful female rappers that we heard of. She's doing OnlyFans. There was a time that people thought that Bad Baby was going to be the youngest in charge. She's out of here. Like, bro, things change quickly. Things
1 year and shit could change.
I'm telling you. So for Dirk, I think Dirk's done a lot of great music. I think he's, by the way, going through a lot of growth. Man, I'm watching Dirk grow, and I'm like, I'm so proud of him. I'm proud of him because he's not living a life of what people want him to do. He's living a life of coming to his own self as a man and figuring out what he thinks is best for him, himself, and his family, for his own mind state, and now also understanding his influence. That's big. But the test is yet to come. The music test. I think the spiritual test is passed. The spiritual test, I believe Dirk has passed. The music test is going to come with this. Could Dirk still continue? Remember when I was proud when that nigga hit 100K first time he did? That's a big dog right there. It is. But we are at the point where the Dirks, the Polo G's, the Roddy Riches, the 8 Boogies, people are now saying, you know, people are moving on from them naturally. Unless they give those people a reason to stay. And a lot of that is based on hit records. You gotta have a hit, man. You gotta keep a hit. Now, I'll tell you people who are, like, they're immune to it. By the way, this is why another reason why 2017 freshman list was so epic. Because half of them guys are immune to it. Well, not immune to it. They've worked through it. Like, 21 Savage only got better with time. Uzi's Uzi. Like, Uzi, like, whatever he drops, he's the guy. He's kept the mystique and he kept the creativity. Still the guy to this day. Right? Who else was on there? Yachty. Dude, yo, you know, Yachty, there was 2 or 3 times we thought Yachty was out here. Like, yeah, gotta get this whack ass thing. And he popped back up. So he found a way to reinvent and try and get back the attention. And then when it comes to, lastly, Kodak Black, Kodak is one of those people, like, I would compare his music more to Rod Wave. Because from all the people I mentioned, I won't mention Rod Wave on that list. Rod Wave could drop when he want to drop. Rod Wave, something about his music, something about Rod Wave's music touches people beyond the Dirk, beyond, and I'm not disrespecting these guys, I'm just telling you what it is, beyond a Dirk, a Polo G, a Roddy Ricch, even A Boogie. His music, he's the only nigga I really think could take like 2 to 3 years these days. Kodak is just a phenom. He's like, I'm forgetting the word to use, but like, he's like something you can't explain. So anyway, I believe that Lil Durk is gonna, you know, he's gonna have to, his next project is gonna tell us a lot. Because he's been on, you know, keep in mind, Durk went like this, and then he went like this when he got dropped from Def Jam like 10 years ago. Then he started coming back up. Now he had big dog status, right? Now we're trying to see, will he continue to have that momentum, or will it be a Polo G situation, right? He's taking some time. Now, some people are, you know, like when I sat with Polo G, I think Polo G kind of explained some of what he believed was, you know, might be the disconnection or drop off of fans with, yo, I took a little bit too long. I mean, Dirk's taking a little time right now. Will that cost him? Will that mean that people like, man, we don't want to hear this shit no more? Or will it cost him because, like, it seems like he's almost sending the signals like, yo, bro, I'm not going to keep this in the dead. I'm not making music to beef with ops, right? And I think some people are like, that's why we like you. So if he doesn't do that, is it a wrap? Will people go on this spiritual journey? I think, you know, some people from where he's from is mad about him because they don't feel like he's claiming, was it BD? They feel like he's more underneath the umbrella of being a Muslim. They feel a way about that. They also feel a way about maybe him pushing quote-unquote peace. You know what they say? Man, it's easy for you to say you're successful. You don't want to go to jail. You don't want to get locked up, so you want to be peaceful. But them niggas over there, they killed our family members. They killed our friends. Fuck them. What is it? So I do think Dirk is going to come up against that test. What I will say is this, and I want to send this message to a lot of new artists. I talked to even OT7 Quantity this morning. And I talked to him and I said, man, brother, don't crash out. You're one of the few artists I see that young kids identify with, but there's such a long journey to go. You know, he told me about the amazing things that he's getting millions of dollars, he got a Maybach, he got this, yo, he's doing great. But the journey of being an artist is not just because you could get booked for like, you know, 70,000 a show. There's a lot of heights to get. And I was talking to him today, I was just like, bro.
What they do?
There's a new generation of
kids.
You
said the first game on the 30th of this month?
Like how in 2013 people looked at, and I'm not saying it's the same, they looked at Sosa, they looked at
Friday, ain't it?
Right? And I'm not saying it's the same way. Chill out. I'm not saying it's the same way. But what I'm saying is that there was, I remember people didn't understand why
Jordans and all that. You didn't go get it?
That was, like, they seen a nigga who
if Mason got it, why you didn't go get
their
it?
generation, their level of either ignorance or however they felt.
Yeah, were you at the house now?
Was fucking with it. There's a new generation.
No, go get it from him because he didn't have it for about 3-4 days now.
Bro, you're hanging up with Michael Rubin all the time.
You
They
ain't
want a
seen
nigga
him
who
either, huh?
they actually feel so in the hood.
You haven't seen him?
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
go get it
I
from
tell
him. It's
those
at the
young
holiday,
artists,
those
don't
green
crash out.
and the
Because I think
Jordan
most of them
5,
crashing out
those
before they
army
get to
green
real
ones.
success, honestly.
It's a Gucci
Alright?
belt in there, a couple t-shirts, some other little blue Vans in there.
Okay.
It's
So,
the
hopefully we get that pretty
limited
soon.
edition ones too. And some Some orange Air Maxes in there. You wear a size 10, right?
Still got a bunch of
Yeah, some Air Maxes in there too. Go get them from him real quick. And then call me right back. Alright.
Wait. I know this is not a thing. I know this is not a thing. Whoever sent this to me, you know the crash out is gonna happen. No, you'll blame this on 4 grams. Somebody said Brandon Buckingham. Apparently he went off on me. This is the guy who did the whole YBC, the YBC duel thing. He says Academics is really a fat drunk pussy for running right to his little stream after Dill died to say I'm not for culture. I'm not into hip hop and I'm voyeuristic. When this woman beating bald ass, I'm not bald. Fuck, I got that here. I got more hair than you. Sits on the computer all day and afraid to go in any hood anywhere. Stay inside and keep talking shit from the comfort of your home. We're both civilians and I have 10 times the heart as your bitch ass. Brandon Buckingham, let me address you real clear. I'm gonna tell you why you're voyeuristic about all this. Because everything you showcased, you didn't just showcase, you didn't go into Philly with a camera, no jump cuts, and just walk around. You made it the most entertaining coonery that we could possibly see that would jump off the page. Those moments of, yo, my op right there, like, that's what you wanted to show. Here's what I wanted to, you see when you say you're for the culture? You the last one, let me tell you this, I'm the last nigga who interviewed PNB Rock. It fucked me up when he died. I was close with X and he died. Here's the thing, since you shot a whole motherfucking documentary with him being so tough and you laughed, while there's serious ramifications, go do the same at his funeral. If you got all the heart, go do the same at his funeral. Bring the camera, go to his funeral, and crack the same jokes. That's what I'm saying. I only spoke like that because I'm a man who did something. I did the war in Chirac, and I was a lot removed. I learned a lot as a man. And I'm not speaking as if I'm holier than thou, but I do understand the other side. The cameras don't come out at the funeral. You were laughing with the nigga. Oh, word, what? Like you were hyping it all up. You won't be at the funeral hyping it. Will you show him in the casket? You won't. All you do is run to another Philly rapper, hoping that OT7 Quality call you, that you could do the same thing. And then the whole city gonna try to kill him. What I'm trying to say is this. If your contributions, and I don't know you too well right now, you're coming off like Andrew Callow, whatever his name is. He asked me to do a thing on the war in Chirac. And I understand how y'all try to do this little white boy, I'm keep gonna call it voyeuristic. I'm gonna keep calling it voyeuristic. Because you know why you get to do that? There's no nigga that's in this damn culture. Me, Joe, Charlemagne, anybody who's black that could go in somebody's hood and do what we see Vice do and what you do. With no threat of our lives being endangered afterwards. I say that because what you do, I will not even conflate or get confused with somebody like rest in peace of Zach TV. What I see Zach TV did, and God rest his soul, I would never say that about Zach TV. Zach TV was really living it. I'm not saying I lived it with these things. Zach TV was really living it. He wasn't just like, oh, I'm passing through. Zach TV was really out there. I see DJU in them. They're doing it. I see even 16 shot them. They're not showing up with and putting out a trumped up version of what real street beef is. I'm telling you this not because I want to beef with you, nigga, because you ain't nobody. Boy, you was cold as ice. The last time I seen you, you was flexing on camera and talking about Sneeko, nigga. You was cold as ice, living in a 1-bedroom apartment. I looked on your channel today. You get millions of views. All your videos say you chilling with Crips, you chilling with this. Boy, my content, I'm glad I grew up past that. Because every time I used to do news videos and I had to report that nigga died, it didn't feel too good with me. It didn't feel too good with me. And that's the growth I had to do as a reporter, as a man. So like even with this Philly shit now, you know, YBC Dude wanted to do an interview with me. And I said, what are we talking about? I said, we talking about, you know, the meek stuff, maybe people not giving you the chances, whatever. He wanted to diss his ops. So, what's going on? Say, yo, I'm the biggest killer in Philly. I said, nah, I'm good. So all I'm trying to tell you, sir, you made an entertaining video. I want to see a video. Let me go back to your channel. I want to see a video like this at the funeral. I want to see these. I want to see this type of shit at the funeral. The same shit you did here. You see? You see this? Will you put up a video of will you put up a video of how they killed him? Because that's how you're getting these views, nigga. There's nothing wrong with you doing content. There's nothing wrong with you doing content. I'm giving you advice because I existed in a portion of this hip-hop shit and watched it. I give advice to everybody. I give advice to Traplo Ross. I tell Traplo Ross, he's really delicate though. Like, you watch a 3-hour, 4-hour Traplo Ross video, he ain't gonna just be like, oh yeah, this guy's a serial killer, this is great. He tells you, yo, there's a lot of families that are grieving, this is not good, but this is the reality. But even then I tell Traplo Ross, I said, hey, you should look into, there's a lot of other stories that could consist of killers. Like, you know, there's stories of executives and stories of people who have really, like, yo, the story of Lil Bibby is an amazing story. If y'all really want to get into it, like, Lil Bibby, a nigga who literally was one of them niggas, Chirac Savage, bro, he's one of the biggest businessmen right now. That nigga signed Juice WRLD. That nigga is the guy. It would be interesting to see if, like, you know, some of the documentarians, and this is what I'm saying to you, Brandon Buckingham, the people, the new young, you see, I don't hate on young niggas covering hip-hop, but Brandon Buckingham, like, me and you in hip-hop can't even talk. Nigga, I'm numero uno, nigga, you're just a bum. You can't even talk to me, period. But I try to give advice for the people who, and by the way, it's not because you're white. That's another thing, too. It's not because you're white. No. We're in an era where the content we all put out, we're the new mainstream. So, you know, even when, say, Adam does something wrong, I can't. What do you think? I'm going to put Adam's, you know, bend Adam over pause and spank him? No. Like, I try to give him some advice. Like, yeah, I might not agree with that. You think I'm like, when I'm texting Adam, like, yo, fuck you, Adam. Nah, I'd be like, Adam, I agree with that, but it's all good. Like, we're all learning. Like, I'm not perfect neither. But I try to just give advice. What I'm saying is this, Brandon Buckingham, Philadelphia is a war zone. I'm not blaming his death on you either. Definitely not. Of course not. You didn't do it. Of course not. I would never. They did that to me with Chicago. I'm trying to give you grace. What I'm trying to tell you is that when I watched your content, you did 30 minutes about this whole beef, and you showed us everybody who got shot, all the gunshot wounds, and you had this look on your face the whole time. Like a gopher. Like, I get it. But what I want to implore you to do, add some humanity to it. Just add some humanity to it. That's one thing you'll realize. I don't know if hip-hop paid your bills. I don't know if hip-hop took you out of service. I don't know if hip-hop did all that for me and for everybody around me. So these days, when I cover shit, even if some of this shit is really negative, you have to add some humanity to it. Not everything is jump cuts. I just want to say that to you. Not everything is jump cuts of ignorance. And you can hate me all you want, but the next time you go into one of these cities and grab OT7 quantity, this is what you should do, my nigga. How about you go sit with his family for a second and not talk about crime and murder and just see who he is. Just see who he is. See how this murder rate is really affecting the people in the community. Just see how that is. Just balance it out. It's my personal opinion. You can say, fuck you, nigga, didn't you do Warren? Again, as I said, that's something I've learned. I've always said I did the Warren Chirac wrong. Because, you know, I started off trying to almost make it seem like on a satirical level, trying to make it seem ridiculous that these guys are doing it. But from the public's view, they didn't look at it and say, oh, this is bad. It looked just like glorification. Nigga, the first nickname I gave a nigga wasn't for him to be praised, it was for people to be like, yo, that's a problem. Instead, everybody loved it. So I understand, and I'm not mad at the content you niggas are doing. But I definitely want to say to you, you're being voyeuristic. When you go through a city, You showcase all the violence. You have people. Bro, y'all, listen. Look at this video. You start out, right? You start out here, and by the time you're done, nigga, it's nighttime. In 1969, it's nighttime. Nigga, you hung with him for a whole day, right? You hung with him for a whole day, and now one thing that lacked, one thing that contains some humanity of who he was, compassion. Something that's human. You know why everybody today is saying they don't give a fuck that this guy lost his life? Because this video is the video this video and the Adam video that characterized his whole existence. Oh, this is the heartless nigga that was digging up a grave. Oh, who cares? That's the only thing I'm saying. If you care about the people and you care about the culture, you're clearly profiting from it. There's nothing wrong with that. But just give a little bit of an ounce of the other side. A little bit of an ounce. Okay? Normalize something. Humanize people. That's it. And you can get mad at me all you want, because, nigga, I don't need you. You one of them niggas who, again, you won't be mentioned in hip-hop in 4 or 5 years. When you find your next grift, when it's get back cool to covering the downfall of Mr. Beast, you'll be there. I could click on your page, nigga. This is what when I say voyeuristic, nigga, I guarantee when I start scrolling down, like, your videos just look more stupid and stupid. Your video, look at the title, Harassing Rich People at Harvard. You realize, inside the weirdest hoods in Milwaukee, I took a gangster, like, come on, bro. You even talk about dudes, you talk about these guys in these communities that you're making videos of, like a white boy who's voyeuristic. No white dude who kicks it with niggas says, I took her gangster too. Nobody says that. Like, nobody says that. Nobody says that, except a voyeuristic white boy. Oh, I took her gangster. I took this gangster I took him to my little sister's Sweet 16. Like, what are you talking about? So when I say that to you, just remember where you came from. Okay? Look at these fucking videos. You went from videos of crying about Sneeko, the dark side of Sneeko. Bro, you have a video saying eating bugs with thigh escorts. You're a grifter. You would do anything. The thing is with the hip-hop community and always with, you see, no matter what they say about Adam, and I was going to get on Adam's ass too. Adam noticed. When Adam was kind of telling me that he was about to pivot from hip-hop into some all-right shit, I'm like, nah, nigga. Hey, no, you ain't. Hip-hop brought you here. No, you ain't. Fuck is you doing? That platform there is because black men and the culture of hip-hop built that shit. Don't tell me you down to talk to the Richard Spencers and the weird motherfuckers. So when you come from talking about thigh escorts and talking about I'm in Thailand and whatever it is and all these goofy-ass titles, to all of a sudden now, you can't stop hanging out with all the niggas who want to kill each other. Yes, you seem voyeuristic. Voyeuristic. It's like me going to the jungles to watch the fucking wild animals and then going back home. It's different if I'm in the zoo every day with them niggas. Or at least, I'm at least a caretaker of them like a fucking zookeeper. I think it's pretty easy to say. Nigga, you're in the videos throwing up gang signs. If that's not voyeuristic, what am I? You're in the videos throwing up gang signs. You're not a crib. You're not a crib. You're making a mockery of what they are. Why are you throwing up a gang sign? Why are you putting up a thumbs down? We don't see this behavior. I've seen you before because you used to be on Sneeko's dick. I've seen you before, my nigga. You were just an obsessed little white boy. You weren't into hip-hop like that. So what I'm saying is when you come into hip-hop and a nigga like me give you some constructive criticism, boy, shut your fucking ass up, nigga, and listen. You and Andrew Callahan or whatever y'all name is. And this is coming from the nigga who took every arrow for all you fuck niggas. For every nigga right now that be doing videos on beefing and whatever, I took them arrows. I went on Clubhouse multiple times defending with. This is why niggas like even, which by the way, I think he does it right. Like Traplo Ross, it's an easier path for what he does. Nigga, I took them arrows. Because covering hip-hop in a certain way, when people come from those communities, they have questions. And I could have just said, oh yeah, you niggas is pussies. That's what you're saying to me. But I look to understand them. All right, let me see what y'all are saying. Let me see how I could make it something that, you know. And it went to the point, I said, bro, I definitely made a mistake with the war in Chirac. I didn't cover it right. Somebody said, nah, Ak, you can't speak on it just because you stopped. That's the exact reason why I can speak on it. That's the exact reason I can speak on it. Maya Bryan says, bro, Kendrick told you in his diss song, why did you not listen? Right? Like, did you see this move right here? He's making a move of, yo, you know when you're in an awkward situation, you pull out your phone and you just start like, you just all of a sudden just start like looking at your text. Nobody's even texting you, but like you're like wishing to text in your phone. You're like you gotta look busy, right? It's just kind of like, oh shit, right?
Let's go. Moments, bro. Yo, where's Willow? Yo,
Drake is foul. Yo, Drake ignored this nigga and he's asking for other niggas that's not in the room. Yo, where's my other guy? Like, bro, acknowledge the guy that's here. Yeah. There was tension before this.
Her heart didn't drop when Ye was like, yo, stop the music. I was like, I was like, the beginning of the speech, I was like, this. I thought he was going to go, and I came here tonight to kill this man on his own stage. I thought he was about to go off. I was like, oh no, this is going to go dark. It's going dark. But like, it was so funny because like, I think like Virgil or like Don had their arm around me, and then when he said stop the music, I just felt the...
We can stand in here like, yo, this nigga is going to act like I'm not in the fucking room. Bro, I got a pineapple haircut. Like, everybody knows this. Everybody knows me. I stand out in every room. Nigga, you know how much mousse I had to put in my fucking hair for it to stand up like that? Yo, did you ever wonder, like, how does this nigga hair just stand up like that? The Weeknd pineapple haircut. Like, I've always wondered, bro. Like, how did that shit stand up, bro? Yeah, like, bro. What do you do to your hair for your hair to stand like this, bro? Like, how? Is that like mousse? Like, what do you put in your hair for it to just rock out like that, man? Still, it's GOAT weekend, right? It's GOATed weekend, like, for this, right? But what do you put in your hair for it to just be like this?
That's
oh,
great.
It's locked up? What? But it's just like standing vertical type shit. What about gravity?
You got a rubber band on there or something.
Somebody said this shows how easily Drake can be fake. Nah, I don't get that from it. I just get it that, yo, these guys were in a tense moment. Bro, haven't you never, like, been around a nigga you don't want to be around? Or you didn't want to talk to him? Or maybe I just argued over text or whatever, like, but it's awkward. And, like, maybe you end up dapping him before you get out the room because it's just corny. You just be like, yo, what up, bro? You know what I mean? Like, because it's just gonna... It looks mad crazy if you don't do it. It's not, you know, not necessarily you being fake. It's just that, like, it's not making a super awkward situation. And I don't think they're beefing like somebody's gonna die, right?
The arm, like, leave, you know? like, no, man. Like, I had lunch with him earlier, and he was like, this is fun. Yeah. And I was like, oh, sorry.
Somebody said, aren't you Jamaican? Nigga, I never had no locks. And locks usually float down, don't they?
Good to see you. You too, man.
Hey,
what's up, bro?
Anyway. I don't know why everybody... I feel like Drake is like the topic of conversation. We had Banks. I think this is his face right here. Talk about Drake on the podcast.
He was there, and he was performing this party that Zach was DJing. He hit us up and was like, where are you guys at? We're like, oh, we're at dinner with some girls. And he's like, I'll pull up. Yeah. He pulled up, and we just sat and casually had dinner with him, and it was a great vibe. The dinner was a good vibe.
So you know Drake?
Drake's the homie. Yeah, he's the boy.
You know, you gotta
That's the homie. Yeah, he's the
I'm
goat.
blazing.
He's the GOAT.
Bro, I have a 10-foot...
He's such a fucking great guy, by the way.
No, I know, I
He
can
really
tell.
is. He's
I
it's actually so... I've met a lot of, like, hyper, like, S-tier famous people, and it's unfortunate, but it comes with, like, that level of fame, like, that Justin Bieber level of fame. Like, a lot of these people are, like, psyched the fuck out. You know what I mean? Not necessarily in a bad way, but, like, you can tell, like, the person that you're in front of and talking to and across from is, like, really out of touch with, like, reality.
Of course,
and, like, what it is to be an average human being. But that motherfucker, Drake, is, like, so, like... He's just like so, just a real human. It's weird. Just normal. It's actually more weird that he's like as normal as he is and as like tapped in. Like he's just like, I don't know. When you're talking to this dude, you just feel like you're just talking to a dude.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. And he's got that Canadian like really respectful bit.
Yeah.
Where he's just like really nice to everyone. And like it's just like wow. Like Yeah, this is a good example of how you should fucking just behave as somebody's biggest Drake. And Drake was there, and he was performing this party that Zach was DJing.
Okay.
Dirk talked about it. He said, "Yo, Prince, game one. Remember, game one. Then went on the Breakfast Club and made up a whole lie. And Lil Durk had to recheck him on this shit. He's like, oh, my bad, gang. Like, bro, come on, act. Somebody come to your. That was LA, act. Alley. Somebody come to your town, your stomping ground, and y'all don't give him the beats. Nigga, he coming outside like, yo, pump outside, nigga.
Nah, it was just a heated discussion. This is the.
Yo, act. I'm gonna break this down so you can understand it. The game was you. Lil Durk was passing over. Remember how you said, yo, nigga, I'm looking for the nearest cops? Nigga, that was the game.
Stop it, bro. The game run category.
So act, why nothing happened to Durk? So why nothing happened to Durk when he was out there?
There was no threat.
Talking crazy.
There was no threat. No threat.
No threat. Act, come on, bro. That nigga was threatening that nigga. Bro, he was scared for his fucking life.
Hold on, the game.
Scared for his life.
Club, Lil Durk. What did he say on the Breakfast Club? I gotta see. Nah, bro. What did he say? Was it this one?
Light issue prior to this though. Like,
B&B?
yeah, y'all was going back and forth with the. We both.
And you know what, you gotta give him credit? That nigga went to Philly and got a cheesesteak. Bro, that nigga got a cheesesteak.
Yo, act, he ran quick as hell. He would've ended up like dog.
No, bro, hold on. You bringing up Durk. Bro, the game went to Philly and he got a cheesesteak.
Win. Got the fuck up out of here.
But at the same time, too, he was beefing with me. He came to nobody.
Look. Nigga, I did a video on this.
Nobody over me.
Hold on, watch this.
Shout out to everybody in South Philly, man. We just left Geno's full as a motherfucker.
Bro, he left Geno's.
Shout out to Anthony, all the people at Geno's that looked out.
Twitter.
Snapchat, man. Anthony at Geno's, man. South Philly. That's you, man.
Thank you.
Donation to Geno.
Damn, bro. Yo, all right, so AJ, you saying that he beefing with a nigga and going to the nigga's spot, going to his hood, buying a cheesesteak, getting all the sauces, pause, and then basically, you know what I mean, getting a drink, because you gotta get the fountain drink.
And then 10 minutes later, Cock was out there waiting, looking for niggas.
Where
It was
was he at?
going. They was in, like, by the time they posted that video, they was in fucking Tribeca.
Nah, bro, nigga.
AJ, if niggas going to war for me, because this game did go get a cheesesteak.
No, yo, we gotta be honest. This is why you can't, like, even if you want to say that Durk situation didn't look the best, he pulled up in Meek's hood and got a cheesesteak mid-beef.
No,
Hold on.
yo, act.
Wait. He also pulled up to
Anybody
New
do
York.
that?
He pulled up to New York with a G U not t-shirt on. Bro.
Yo, act, anybody could do that if you in and out.
That's
sneaking
cap.
around like a bunny. See what happens when niggas confronted him. Young Thug. When niggas actually seen him. When niggas checked his temperature in real life, act, gave him a thermometer in real life. Lil Durk. Young Thug.
Bro.
Nigga, he had no smoke. Act, the only time that nigga's tough in this and third is when it's on the internet, my nigga. Like, he's tough because he got bandwidth.
Bro.
Turn his internet off, nigga. He's not that guy.
AJ,
Bro.
6'9" used to go to
He
Digit
literally
City,
beat up.
Go to all the cool spots.
Yo, that nigga literally beat up,
Right, that's some 6'9" shit, act.
No, he beat up Spider Loc with a camera in one hand. You remember that?
Act, wow, he beat up one nigga,
No,
bro.
not Spider Loc. I mean, 40 Glock. 40 Glock.
Act, he beat up a bitch ass nigga, bro.
Wait, watch,
Like,
watch the
come
video.
on.
Look. Oh shit! Nah, look.
Open it up. Oh, screw it up.
Oh! Okay, bro, you know he got sued for this? Bro, he got sued for this, bro. Look, bro, you was...
Yo, alright, in street terms, he's Adrian Broner, bro. Had one good fight in the beginning of his career, and then after that, nigga, he's been on a massive losing streak.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, the game one of the toughest niggas that's ever been in. Facts.
Yo, Ike, did you even see how that nigga looked when when like his people they pulled up and tried to swing on like Vitaly, him and wax people, nigga they missed. Nigga they swinging at they punching Casper. Like that's how I knew niggas was pussy. The nigga was 2 feet in front of him and missed. He missed mad punches.
Nigga, Whack 100. Nigga, Whack 100 was out there at that shit. First of all, they got paid, but nigga, they were out there with some real killers. Yo, I talked to Whack. Whack said, yo, bro, yo, because I mean, he did a few more afterwards, but like, he said the first time he did it, he brought real members with him who've been locked up. So when they heard that it's a PDF file, they was trying to kill the nigga. So he said he was just trying to prevent a body from getting caught.
Act, they swinging at him and missed. Come on, Act, please stop it, bro.
Hold on.
Act, what? Like, Act, they was fighting Casper.
Man, did y'all see the game versus the police?
Yo, Act, you see you talking about police? Act, what is his record versus street niggas?
Yo, did you see when he was playing basketball? And he slapped the nigga like mid play?
Hold up, you back up.
Look. Yo, the game made the police back down. Look.
Police didn't do it. Security did it.
Hey, T.I. Who did it? T.I.
Police.
Nah, she was getting critical now. The game's like that, bro. I'm being honest.
Act, how is he like that when he's 1-7?
How is he 1-7?
I just told you, man, niggas, Meek Mill violated him. Nigga, Lil Durk. Young
Me
Thug.
cannot violate him, AJ.
Young Thug.
Bro.
Nigga, Act.
Yo.
Like,
Meek fucked with a lot of niggas in New York, and he went to New York and shot a music video dissing Meek in all their hoods.
Act, I was in Brooklyn. We ain't talking about all our hood. And niggas got checked over that.
Nigga, forget them getting checked. It should have never happened.
Act, niggas paid. Act like niggas was extorted. Niggas was getting extorted. When Meek come to the city, he don't pay nobody. He actually live in New York. Meek don't got to pay nothing. He's good.
He did say sorry to Thug.
He apologized to Young Thug. He got pressed by Little Durk. Yo, Act, how many more cases we gotta see this nigga being a bitch? To call him a bitch?
But he didn't apologize to Meek though.
I didn't say he did. I'm saying this, nigga, you ever seen Meek? You ever seen Meek catch an L in these streets? No.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
Nigga, you forgot what Drake did to this nigga?
Nah.
I just said in the streets. You talking about rap, and I don't think
AR, nigga was scared of AR.
Nah.
You call AR a bitch.
No.
And with
This was the first L that Meek called. 50 gave it to him.
This nigga just said ARR was a bitch. That's crazy.
how 50 give him up?
50 was pushing people, like checking niggas on stage, and like Meek was at the shit.
Like, you trolling, man.
I'm serious.
Yo, Act, nigga, Meek and 50 was super cool at that point.
Nah, yo, look at Meek. It was like, yo, Fib, come on, bro, please, bro. Don't
Yo, Act,
do it, bro.
did you hear about how Meek and 50 ran to each other at a hotel? You didn't hear about that one, right?
Yeah, and I heard Meek paid for the charges on the room.
Nigga, yeah, cause it was a lot of niggas getting dragged up and down that room. Pause. Like 50 was getting dragged up and down that room, getting his ass whipped, just like his man's.
Stop it.
That you see apologizing on camera.
AJ.
Come on,
we
bro.
gotta stop with the lies, cause this might get on like a page and people be like, yo, you know 50 responds to a lot of shit. 50 never got his ass.
This was a cop and police to Meek in front of that hotel.
AJ. Let's clear it up before some page grabs us.
Meek Mill got pulled by 6'9".
Hold on.
Nigga ran up on him. He cried to the police.
Just to clarify, Meek Mill nor his cohorts ever put hands on 50 Cent. He's too petty. And
Cause he copped a plea.
Bro, stop.
He apologized.
AJ, you gotta stop it. You gotta stop this malarkey, bro. You gotta stop.
Did you see 50's man the other day apologizing? Nigga, it was an apology tour. These niggas is on.
Alright, what about this one though?
Hey, you gotta play the 6ix9ine video, please.
What about this one?
Where Meek spit on him?
That's a fact, you pussy nigga. That's a fact, you pussy nigga. Hey, you was security. This is security. That's security, nigga. You pussy nigga. Look, shut up, nigga. Shut up. And you with a cop. We out, nigga. And look, you tight. And you with police. And you with police, nigga. Look, that nigga's a cop. That nigga's a cop, nigga. You pussy, nigga. Got it. That nigga's pussy. What about that one?
The one where Meek spit on the rat? That one?
How did he spit on?
Yo, stop the cap.
Nah, he spit on him. Yo, even that nigga
AJ be lying like a motherfucker.
From Philly is.
Yeah, how did we even get to Meek Mill? I think we're just saying that, yo, the game is tough. The game do his thing.
No, he's act. How was he tough when showed him the video of Lil Durk outside making that nigga come outside the club?
Dirk spoke about it. Dirk said nothing really happened. Dirk spoke
Hey,
about it. He said
that's not. Durk did not say that.
Alright, watch. Lil Durk, the game, club. Watch, he spoke on it somewhere. Oh, here we go.
You and Game were in the club arguing.
Right.
But then the next day, there were some tweets from both you and Game clearing up the whole situation.
Yeah.
So talk about, what happened between the club and the tweets.
It was the club scene was just more like that's our first time seeing each other eye to eye, so it was tension. You know what I'm saying? He had tension, we had tension, we had tension. So we just brought it to the middle of the club, called it big ass scene. But at the end of the day, it was street politics.
So what happened after the club?
Next morning, a couple of the big, like, older guys out here, the old school guys out here, put us on a three-way call. We saying we squashed and basically went in a big story to it.
In Chicago right now, what do you think is really happening in terms of...
See, that's it. Nothing happened.
What you said after the Breakfast Club interview?
What he say?
I don't remember. I never did.
Check it out. Oh, actually, he's out.
He said some bullshit.
To Atlanta.
It started.
Oh, here we go. Real. I be forgetting I covered all these videos. And that's why it got squashed. Young Thug said, no, nigga, you apologize, okay? So that was strike one.
Dak, what are you saying?
All right, hold on.
But you and Young Thug had a quick little back and
You see,
Oh, no, that's Thug. Wait, hold on.
real
I forgot about that.
yeah, real quick.
that was the quickest
What
back
happened
and
with
forth.
that?
I mean, it gets real.
Game's crazy.
And I went to Atlanta right after it started, and it got real.
So y'all saw each other, or?
Nah, we never saw each other.
See, I don't mind my business trying to promote my little video that I got about to come out.
Now, Young Thug, we know that nigga real. So I say the game more real than Thugger. We realize that Thugger might be the realest thing in the game. Yo, Thug, we gonna get to it. Thug called out a hit today in court. That nigga still wiping his nose.
Back for the work, the song Power. And I go on the Burfer Club, being nose and see
Burfer Club. That's so funny. Burfer Club.
video that
That's how Atlanta niggas say breakfast club?
I'm about to come out back for the work, the song Power. And I go on the Burfer Club, being nose and see that pussy ass nigga game capping the pussy ass Charlamagne like you want shit.
Oh, why you call Charlamagne pussy? What Charlamagne do?
Why you was not about that action? I'm uploading the video. Fuck you, pussy.
Real niggas don't apologize, and shit ain't nothing, man. So you know what it is, man. I got a lot of respect. We got too many motherfuckers we fuck with. It's all up in this shit. So it's all love, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take that one. Shit.
No, he did mention some. Yeah, okay. He didn't apologize to Thug.
Yo, Axe, come on, bro.
No, we're not done. And this is what I was calling Tiger the lovable house cat. Yo, I was wrong. Good thing me and Tiger locked in now, bro. Hey, now the game took up the beef for the house cat Tiger. So he was going at Lil Durk over, I don't even know what. Supposedly they were beefing over like Black China. Fucking Black China. No, the game was beefing with Lil Durk. He actually dropped a song, kind of dope. I kind of liked it. But then they met up in a club. Chicago or Chirac, that's Lil Durk's turf. He's a 5-star war general. But California, that's the California Kings territory, which is the game. Now, they met up in a club. Of course, we heard a bunch of shouting, blah, 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 blah. Somebody was like, let's go outside. They didn't go outside. They basically squashed it, okay? Now, everything was good and well until the game went on the Breakfast Club, and he said, yo, man, listen, you know what happened in California? I was in the club, and everybody got it fucked up. I went to go find that motherfucker Lil Durk, and when I found him, listen, look at him. He's like a small guy. I'm a big guy, okay? Niggas don't want no collar. It made it sound like, yo, the game.
Yo, chat, man, pause, like, extra pause. I know I'm riding my own D, but, like, yo, I'm the GOAT. Like, yo, I forgot doing this shit.
It was Superman, a super goon. Now, let me just let you hear.
This is 8 years ago. This is 1.4 million views 8 years ago. I'm old.
What the game actually said, because Lil Durk took some issue with it.
How about the Durk thing? Were you shocked when I think he approached you somewhere, right?
Nah, he was in L.A. Everybody got that backwards, man. He was in L.A. at a Rick Ross party, and we found him. We went to him, and I saw Durk, and he was a little guy, man. Yeah, and he was cool, man. So it just went away, man.
Right.
Yeah, and most of the times, like, you know, when I see dudes in real life, physically, you know, it's just not.
Game is 6'3", 6'4".
It's unmatched.
You're not gonna push him around.
Now, you heard the game, right? I mean, he sounds like a nigga you should not fuck with, right? 40 days, right? Now, obviously, Lil Durk was.
Wait, let me just go back to what he said. So you said everybody got fucked up.
And I saw Durk, and he was a little guy, man. And, yeah, and he was cool, man. So it just went away, man.
Right.
Yo, why he say that? He said Durk was a little guy. That was kind of wild.
Yeah, and most of the times, like, you know, when I see dudes in real life, physically, you know, it's just not.
Game is 6'3", 6'4".
It's unmatched.
You're not gonna push him around.
Now, you heard the game, right? I mean, he sounds like a nigga you should not fuck with, right? 40 days, right? Now, obviously, Lil Durk wasn't with it, right?
This is when the game punched a nigga while they were playing basketball. This nigga been punching niggas for a long time. The game's a violent guy.
I mean, listen, he commented on Twitter. He said he found me.
Okay. So Durk said he found me?
Yeah, what the fuck? Now, he also made mention, he said, listen, I'm glad I'm not a Twitter gangster, but it seems like the game might be lying. Now, you can't take these goofies serious? Like, come on, bro. Like, yo, this nigga looking like, you gotta pause that. Look at that nigga. He's looking up at God like, yo, God, forgive us for lying right now, bro. Forgive us. They're like, look at this nigga. Look at him looking in there. That nigga talking to God right now. That nigga say, yo, it's like Ferg when fucking Rocky was talking. Like, yo, bro, I'm not with this part of the story, but I can't say that right now. I'm telling you, act like.
So I was in there.
What? Wait, how many of y'all was there? Was just you?
No, probably about like 50 of us.
50 of y'all? Damn, 50 of them? Oh, 1,000 per person. Yeah, all right, cool. Y'all might get that 50. Then he was hot as hell, right? Wait. So who, I'm pretty sure, like, Ross hasn't answered to this. Meek neither. They're probably saying, this nigga lying. We ain't send this nigga no money. How did y'all receive the cash?
Cash.
Oh, they gave you cash money.
Yeah. No, they ain't gonna say nobody lying. That's why Meek and Nipsey became cool after that situation, because they started using the same PR. So Meek got smart and started hitting Nipsey up, and that's why the Big Youth kept going with Nipsey.
Oh, so that's kind of like.
Oh, so he was basically saying that Big U had them rob Meek. And then Meek realized the way to get around the robbery is to go hit up Nipsey. And then I guess Nipsey and Big U was getting into it.
Well, so why they need to call Ross if the nigga give him cash, right? That doesn't make sense.
I don't know, man. Maybe Meek needed Ross's, like, ATM pin. Nigga, I don't know what the fuck. Nigga, I don't know.
It makes no sense. Like, if niggas is robbing me and I call you, and then I give him cash, nigga, how the fuck they be like, well, what's the point?
Maybe I tell him, like, yo, bro, I'm gonna get somebody to bring it over there for y'all right now.
Come on, you know I don't that take. Stop it,
you got my boy AJ hemmed up? Alright, hold on. How much y'all say I need? Y'all need 15 bands? I bet. Yo, my boy on the way right now with 15 bands for y'all. Like, bro, just don't do nothing.
Come on, bro. It's not like Ross is from LA. You think he has a nigga on standby with that much money? 50,000. You can't act. And that was nighttime, too. It was nighttime.
So you can't even go to the bank and get 50,000. How the fuck they just go? You have a nigga on like standby.
Like a rapper or something like, yo, bro, I need 15 bands. Like, yo, Meek about to get like put in the trunk. Yo, go, give him that real quick.
Stop it, bro. That shit just didn't happen, bro.
Yo, I believe Loose Cannon. I be watching Loose Cannon every day now. That nigga be flaming.
Come on, bro. These niggas, that's how I know he not like that. He's on his line talking about
Loose Cannon?
Bro, bro. Oh, bro. He sound like a freaky ass nigga with that name, Act. That's the only thing I think about when I hear Loose Cannon, bro. Like, yo, I don't, I don't, like, this nigga don't look tough. He don't got a tough name. He online talking about crimes that he allegedly committed. Nigga's a bitch.
I think
the man got a bulletproof vest on in his camouflage, man.
Nigga, Troy Ave did too. He told on the stand with a bulletproof vest, so. I'm like.
Shout out to Big Troy, man. He ain't tell nobody. He just told the truth, bro.
That nigga told. Hey, that nigga told, bro.
Hey, Chad, why y'all keep telling me to go look at CJ Francis' story? Is this his Instagram? CJ Francis? CJ Francis Instagram. What's up with this guy's?
Motherfucking CJ Francis.
This guy was supposed to be like a ghost writer. I don't know who he is, but like at this point, he was supposed to.
Right? Like Picasso don't ask people what color to paint with.
He was supposed to like have written some shit for Roddy Ricch, but Roddy Ricch called him and was trying to check him or whatever.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Champagne next Benedict. Soon call with your therapist. I'll cater to you, but you always act like terrorists. The girl that the boy cherishes, working daytime at the pyramids.
He said it's AI. What the hell? Why is he acting like he wrote champagne eggs Benedict? That's tried our best. Nah, hell nah. Yo, CJ, I'm sorry, my boy. You ain't that talented to write this shit. I ain't trying to even diss you, bro. This type of song could only come from the boy, Drake. Like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with y'all ghostwriters, man. Y'all gotta stop trying to claim y'all writing too much shit. Y'all gotta realize Drake's the genius, right? You gotta realize he's not a ventriloquist. Like, he's the genius. Like, yeah, this song too good for you to write, brother. I ain't gonna hold you.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Act. Drake is like Caribou, man. Get shivering, bro.
Nigga, stop it, nigga. Caribou might not know how to write her name, nigga. Like, stop.
I would know Drake know how to.
I can make right. Fucking up another date night. Fucking up another great.
Okay, let me see this. This is October 23. When did Drake's song come out? This nigga re-recorded this after. The note said October 2023, and the song came out October 6th. Like, nigga, you want us to believe that you sent it to Drake in 5 days? He cut the song and then recorded and put. No, nigga, like, yo, bro, this nigga, he's trolling. That's what it is. What's this?
Okay, life is going just how I predicted. Okay, dropping 2 Cialis in a liquid. Okay, I ain't got a rubber, gotta risk it. Okay, fucking girls, I need a sister. Okay, plus my baby mama out the picture. Okay.
What song is that? Life is going.
What will Pluto do?
Oh, no, I know for a fact he can't write that. Yachty inspired the sauce for that, and Drake wrote it all. I know it's facts. Don't ask me how I know. Yachty gave the vibe, and Drake wrote it all. That's facts. I know this is facts. Why the hell is this CJ nigga acting like he's jacking to? He want to be a ghostwriter so bad.
Really? I can't see these broke niggas through these Cartiers. Fell in love with Billy. I can't see these broke niggas through these. Already know. I told you that.
The hell is going on? All right. Anyway, the Philly Young Bulls are beefing.
Yo, Ack, you said something earlier about OT7 Kwani. They can relate to him. How? You said they can relate to They said they can relate to OT7 Kwani, but not Meek. Because Meek is hanging around billionaires.
No, Meek old now. I'm gonna be honest. Meek old, bro, but these niggas broke, bro. Like
OT7 Kwani?
No, I'm saying the young kids who are, bro, they're looking at the closest thing, like OT7 Kwani. Like, nigga, I was talking to him. He said, bro, nigga, he called me from Philly. I ain't trying to dox him, but that nigga was in the hood today. And the nigga was like, yo, bro. He's like, yo, it's crazy. Nigga had mad jewelry on. He said, yo, bro. He said, a year and a half ago, like 2 years ago, nigga, I was living here. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, bro, they identify with a nigga because they just seen his come up, like, recent. Like, Meek been rich for a long time, my nigga. Like, the nigga been rich for over 10 years. It's hard for them to be like, oh, we still identify with Meek. Like, unfortunately, when it comes to, like, struggle music and street music, people like seeing the person they identify with. That's why I think YoungBoy always be doing all that crazy shit. He still be, like, YoungBoy making $100 million, but he be moving around and living like he be making $100. Right? Like,
Meek do the same thing? What is, like,
no.
Meek
Ever since
Philly
Meek got out from doing that wheelie and got locked up for that?
Bro, Meek be getting
Meek's in Philly every day. What are you talking about?
Bro. I'm not even here to say Meek Mill should do dumb shit. I'm just telling you why.
Meek's in Philly every day. Like, what are you talking about?
AJ, why do Meek be getting drunk hugging white men?
I don't know what you're talking about, but Meek in Philly every day, Meek in Philly every day with that Hoots Vuitton Maybach he just got. Killing.
Yeah, AJ, bro, listen. I know Meek can God, bro, but at some point, bro, we just have to. It's okay. Yo, he's outgrown. Like, certain times you outgrow it. Like, for example, if Jay-Z right now was rapping about, you know, like, in the current tense of, yo, I'm still moving weight, like, I'll still shoot a nigga if he try to rob the spot, like, nigga, it just wouldn't make sense. Like, we just looking at him like, yo, bro, we just seen you with open-toe sandals walking on the beach with Jack Dorsey. It's okay. It's okay to grow up. Bro, it's okay to be like, yo, Meek is doing some positive things for the community. He's doing prison reform. Bro, I'm going to be honest with you right now. These days when I see Meek doing that looks more natural. I'm not going to ever say him hugging Michael Rubin looks natural. But him, you know, trying to be ambassador looks natural. What doesn't look natural is a grown-ass man like Meek. Every time, you know it's cringy when he says, I'm going back to the hood. And everybody's like, what nigga who's been rich for 15 years announces he's going back to the hood? And he's not giving back no turkeys or nothing. And he's saying he's going there to slide. Like, does that make sense, bro?
When Little Durk is doing it, nobody said nothing.
I've never seen Durk say, I'm going back to the rack to slide.
Little Durk is always in the hood. Nobody's ever said, like, yo, Durk, you in the hood too much.
Hold on. Here's the difference. Durk still got problems with niggas in the hood. And he's rapping.
Meek does too.
Bro, no, he don't. He's just rapping about fictionally sliding.
So all the niggas that went up to do interviews with him, you don't got problems with them?
In post, most of them have problems with Meek. They just think Meek's a hater. That's half of it.
So he got problems with them niggas.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If Meek had followed my advice a while ago,
is Lil Durk getting big spooned by Michael Rubin?
Hold on.
No.
Yo, if Meek had followed my advice like a while ago, Meek would. You see, all these young kids, like ask the OT7 Quantas, ask the Pound Side Pops, ask even YBC Dude. They all they look like they don't even look up to Meek. They just call Meek like an O-head. Like, no disrespect. Right, because it's actually an honor that Meek is older, but they don't look at him like how, say, in the Atlanta scene, those dudes look up to Future. Like, they look at Pluto like the Godfather. They look at him like the one. Like, I think a lot of people in Philly, like a lot of street dudes, they don't feel like that OG angle was ever displayed towards the city, right? That's very different in most places. You see 50 Cent. He tried to put his arm around whoever that was coming up, kind of.
That's a lie.
How did he not?
Niggas don't fuck with 50. Niggas don't fuck with 50.
Wait, hold on. I'm giving you examples now. So 50 like even doing the 6ix9ine thing, before 6ix9ine told her whatever, he was like, all right, cool. Like, yo, this nigga, he running with these niggas, blah, blah, blah. All right, he running some real niggas. He knew niggas. Like, one of the niggas was like cool with, or like, I think one of the niggas he ran with, I think Crippy, was like cousins or something with his bodyguard, Monster. So like, bro, he started kind of like, yo, that he started calling 6ix9ine his son. Pop Smoke. He Jack Pop Smoke, even though Pop Smoke was basically using his style. So 50 has that Godfather type of wave in terms of Philly, not Philly, I mean New York, as a street nigga where, you know what I mean? I'm not saying niggas, like the young niggas want to be like 50, but like, it's almost, they know if they get a certain type of a buzz wave, they expect 50 to, you know, put their hand around and pause.
Yo, nobody in Queens rock with 50. You name it like just the whole New York. All
right.
Nigga,
name some young rappers from Queens that came out since 2010.
I mean, it's not much, but that's mainstream. But there's a lot of niggas. They, Lou got cash. Oh, like, nigga, Big's going crazy right now. He's from Queens. 50 not saying nothing about that.
I mean, if you get to a certain, I don't think his music is also like how 50 embodied. Like, you don't expect 50 to put his hand around pause. A Boogie be singing about love and heartbreak. But if you a nigga singing about some gangster shit, like Pop Smoke, like
everybody, you don't think there's niggas from Queens singing from 50 Cent that's singing about gangster shit that he's not embracing?
Yeah,
nigga.
You gotta get to a certain level. That's what I'm trying to say.
So why I was gonna say for me, with me saying, yo, these niggas gotta get to a certain level for me to do that.
Yo, here's the thing, because all these niggas is popping, bro. OT7 Quantity.
Stop it. Yo, Pop Smoke was not just known in New York, my nigga. He had a hit song, the Undeniable, my nigga. Same with Fabio. Same with the niggas you saying like 50 fuck with, had a hit song, Undeniable. What's Quanity's hit song that everybody, I could walk down the street right now and be like, yo, you heard your song for OT?
Yo, with all due respect, and I know I get what you're saying with a hit song, if you just go by hit song. Right now, nigga, in most inner city communities, Quantity got more emotion than me. That's a fact. Bro, I'm telling you, mad people check. Bro, for the new young niggas, bro, they're fucking with Quantity, bro. I'm telling you. Of course you don't got more hit songs than Meek. Meek's a decorated veteran, been this shit for 15 years. But bro, right now, motion with the kids who listening to whether it's Skilla Baby, they listen. No, nigga, I'm telling you. No, nigga.
Jersey.
No, from Philly to Detroit to motherfucking Chicago.
Stop it,
bro, it's a new wave.
What's biggest song right now?
Bro, it's a new wave of young niggas, bro. I'm just trying to tell you that. It's a new wave of young niggas that's fucking with them dudes. They don't have the hit songs yet. But I'm telling you, there's a whole wave. They're surviving just off of that. You get what I'm saying? Like, niggas getting booked for like 60, 70K a show. Because you know why? There's a bunch of, like, again, the new wave. It's like, remember when Meek was, like, Rose Red Meek, right? Did Meek run the city at that time? This is before I'm a Boss. Did Meek run the city, yes or no?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say with Quant. That's where he's at. You're right about, like, the big hits that's going everywhere. But was he running the city with Rose Red? That's where this nigga's at. And who was Jack and Meek at that time? Bro, it was that generation was like, this is a young bull who represent us. That's what they saying about Quality. Not only Quality, they're saying that about Skilla Baby. They're saying about a bunch of niggas who's kind of, you know, and it's not just Philly, just like you'll have, I think there's a couple new faces of like the youth, I just want to say street rap. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, nigga, Quantity's just not that big, bro. Like, what's his best song? 5 million views? I don't listen to nigga. I don't know his best song. I don't listen to Quantity. I can't lie to you. I've heard a few of his joints because niggas be like singing it like in Discord. But outside of Philly, niggas don't know. Like, keep it a book. Outside of Philly, niggas really don't listen to him.
Quantity ain't hit. Who's the nigga in Philly then?
AJ, what you're describing is just the natural cycle of things about you and me. We're getting old. That's it. Bro,
I'm 25, man.
My nigga, when you was 19 and you was wildin' for Meek, my nigga, like, you don't even be going hard. Yo, Meek just dropped the whack freestyle, nigga. You don't know one word to it, bro. When you were 19, nigga, nigga, you was on my stream at 17 knowing every line from Meek. Word for word, nigga. There is a 19-year-old. That's what I'm saying. I'm not calling you old. I don't think we're old. You know what I mean? Obviously, you're younger than me. But what I'm saying is that, dog, the same energy you had for Meek when you was 19, like, so that's 6 years ago. That's 2018 when he dropped Championships. When you thought that was a classic. Now let's go back more than 6 years ago. Let's go back 9 years ago in 2015 when that nigga had everywhere lit. Let's go back even before then, almost 10 years ago, nigga. If you 25 when you were 16, around 9-10 years ago, he dropped the intro. That's how these new niggas, I'm not saying the nigga got a song like the intro, but that's what these new niggas have from that age group and that group of kids. They're just, the thing is, they just, and I told Kwani this too. I said, Kwani, you're on the way up. Don't trick yourself out of position before you get there's a long way up. You gotta get the hits down. Yeah, you got all the young bitches in the hood fucking with you. You got all the young ignorant niggas like looking up to you because they seen how you came from the block and how you doing your thing. But now you gotta go get the hits. That's the hardest part, right? Because here's the thing. You could be the nigga that just never blow to the next level, and here's what's gonna happen. In 3 years or 4 years, there's gonna be a new young nigga who's gonna be more disrespectful than you or more crazy than you, and he gonna just start clowning you. Like, I think we're seeing a little bit of that turnover even right now, and he's still like in the upswing. So the only way, and I told him, I said, nigga, you gotta leave niggas behind with hits now. You gotta go make some hit songs. You feel me? But I'm trying to tell you, like, yo, you're not, you see, play this. Drake's my favorite. Meek's your favorite. My nigga, music never stopped at Drake and Meek. There's a bunch of other people that's coming in. Maybe he don't get to be as big as Meek ever was. But the new 15, 16-year-old is not listening to Meek, bro. You know that's not true. You know that.
I think they are.
I think they are.
You don't think that. Hold on. The new 15 and 16-year-old, they're not listening to most Drake songs neither. Like, Drake might have to get a real slapper for them to listen. Oh, I fuck with that one. But they're not listening every song like me. They're going to listen to every song of their new person who they might have found on TikTok or whoever their new person they're fucking with. Bro, it's just reality. Like, music just isn't an artist's career isn't just like timeless unless you're one of those. And even then, the newer generation might still not fuck with you. That's what I'm saying. The new kids in Philly, you know, Philly drill is a thing right now. Right now, Philly, Jacksonville, Chicago always be up there doing it. They're doing drill music in the 2024 version, and half these niggas get lit mad quick, and most of them, unfortunately, either get killed or something like that. But it's a whole ecosystem of its own. Of course, we have New York drill, but you know, New York. I feel like New York artists, they get locked up more than like killed. More than often. Does that make sense?
Right.
If you go look at
A song Meek dropped 4 months ago, it got more views than a song Kwani dropped 4 months ago.
He's a big.
So
hold on. You see, this is where, yo, and I know you're smart in this, right? Nobody said he's a bigger artist than Meek Mill. But an artist like Meek Mill, where did he come from? Where did he gain all them fans from? He was the nigga that the whole hood loved. Like, basically the voice, like, that's kind of how Dirk really bubbled up till he finally got that song with, I want to say, Drake. And I hate to give him the credit for making him super mainstream, but, bro, Dirk was dropping diss songs. Oh, it's a bunch of hood diss songs, right? Like, granted, you know, he was still coming up, but, like, a bunch of hood diss songs. Then he drops a commercial song with Drake, and that just puts him in a new level. What I'm saying is that some of these artists, no, when you're a gangster rapper, you talking to them young niggas who's ignorant, bro. That's your audience. And what I'm saying is that OT7 Kwani, that's their voice right now. Like, niggas like that, not only him. That's their voice. They're not looking at Meek Mill, bro. They can't relate to Meek Mill, bro. Like,
how can they relate to Kwani, man?
Bro, because, nigga, I just told you. The nigga was just broke hold on. Here's the thing. He was just broke 2 years ago. Came up with no cosign, no nothing in a city like Philly where niggas is hating and niggas is getting killed. He came up, well, you know what that makes him think? Alright, nigga, I'm gonna be in the streets, but I'm gonna still get on my rapping shit. Yo, you gotta remember, after Meek been on since 2012, bro. There's no other street Philly rapper that even was sniffing. Like, this is a fact. The nigga getting booked for like 60, 70,000. What I'm saying is, and by the way, he's moving around not only in Philly. Like, shout out to Kerr and all them niggas. I want to speak on Philly like I'm some aficionado, but it's like when it comes to Philly music, we've never seen an artist other than Meek get the motion when they're moving around. And we're not counting Uzi. Uzi don't do like street rap. So artists that got the motion that they're moving around and other cities is fucking with them beyond the East Coast in 10 years. So all the young niggas that been watching, they're saying their only hope was for Meek to pull him up. You know how many niggas was beefing with Meek because they thought Meek had to pull him up? That was the thought of the city for a long time. You get a nigga that break the mold, that shows people, bro, you don't need a co-sign of no niggas. You a young nigga coming up, we got eyes on us, just keep making good music, and you gonna pop. That's why I said he represents to the young niggas in Philly. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like I'm older than
I think young niggas in Philly still look up to Meek also.
DTFs. Shirt orders. AJ, you pump fake.
Does anybody understand that, or am I? That's just biased.
You make this sense. You're saying he's not a current uprising artist.
Yeah, like it just doesn't connect.
But when the streets are saying something else, how can you say that?
The streets can never say that Meek right now is a currently uprising artist.
The streets, wait, which street said that?
Streets everywhere. Everywhere I go, like everybody be like, yo, this shit it. Like everybody bumping at Meek, nigga. Like, that's why I'm lost. Like,
You lying.
how you saying it's not connecting to the streets, man?
They
That's
not
all
bumping
I'm
that
hearing
in the
streets.
city. You lying.
That Time Like Us song he dropped. That was a hit, But niggas are just hating on him online. Nigga, that went platinum in the streets already.
There is something to say that Meek is not on a major label, so he doesn't get a
I ain't
big
gonna lie to you,
push.
man.
But
Yo, that nigga AJ, I can't tell if he's trolling or he's serious. But he said went platinum in the streets.
You're telling me again, is you don't say real criticism for Meek because times like this is a fire song. You don't think? Act times like this is a fire song.
Okay.
It's fact.
I think it's not a bad song, right? Now, here's the thing. This is going back to the point. I always tell people, you know, bro, you have moments where your music is connected. Yo, if Mika dropped that song in 2015, it goes up.
So Act, that song is better than that weak ass fucking song Kai reacted to a Yachty and you be sitting there gassing it.
I know, but hear what I'm saying.
Act.
You hear what I'm saying?
Hold on. Hey, I got a serious question. What was the last Meek song you heard in the club?
Yep.
That's your answer, AJ question.
Well, here's the thing. Music isn't only about is it a good song or whatever. Sometimes when an artist is just not connecting or they're cold, bro, of course the song doesn't do anything. That's kind of how it goes. That's what I'm saying. That. Like Meek, if I'm Meek, right, my last ditch effort to try to get the wheels back on this situation is to figure